Yes. Casey. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test. All right, good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to start too late. It's a little after 3. I know it's a different scenario and a different venue, but we're going to go ahead and start, and Matt Bailey's going to open us up with an invocation.
All right, thank you, Coach. A couple things I just want to share real quick. I know I'm supposed to just pray, so let me say this. I came across this quote and I thought it was perfect for all the things that you guys have gone through this season. It says, the true measure of a man is not whether he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of adversity and challenge. And so just looking back over this season, you guys faced a lot of adversity, a lot of challenge. But I just wanted to say that today we're proud of each one of you guys. You guys are coaches. And thank y'all for what you guys did and what you brought to our community this season was awesome. So I just wanted to, on behalf of parents and the support staff here at the school, we just want to say thank you to you guys. And it was just a great run. And even though it didn't end the way that we wanted it to, I know that each one of you are going to be better because of this season and the things that you had to overcome. So let me pray for us and then we'll keep going. Father, thank you for this opportunity today to celebrate these coaches, the athletes, the managers, trainers, and administration. God, all the folks that worked hard to make this season possible. This season was incredibly unique, but each of them handled it with amazing resolve and belief in each other. And so we honor them today, and we thank you for the impact that they made not only on each of us, but on our entire community. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Matt. I'm going to have to get used to hearing myself in this microphone and then hearing me over there a split second later. Hope it doesn't throw me off. Good afternoon. Thank y'all for coming out. Again, like I said earlier, it's a completely different venue than what we're used to, but that's pretty much normal now for 2020. Nothing is quite like what we're used to doing. Before we start, I'd like to thank our administration. I'd like to thank Mr. Wilson, Anderson District 5 Board of Education, Mr. Mayfield, and Coach Cam for allowing me the opportunity to serve as the head football coach here the last 2 seasons. What a crazy year it was. Starting on March 13th, school was canceled. We were unable to see each other for 3 months, with the exception of the video emails I sent out every day. Once we were allowed to see each other, it was 9 per group, which seemed like forever. We had 9 per facility, which we were allowed to work out 72 people for each session. We did that for what seemed like was an eternity. And then after that, they allowed us to go to 15 per group without any football equipment. Just before the week of the season started, they allowed us to start preparing semi-normal for a football season. The players handled this remarkably. We lost a few players because of the uncertainty. We also lost a few due to the virtual academy and the COVID virus and the concerns. But the kids that stuck out led us amazingly throughout the year. Every week was an adventure. So-and-so doesn't feel well. So-and-so got close contact quarantined. So-and-so got hurt. So-and-so is going to get tested, and the list goes on and on. I think I developed an ulcer just for all the emails I was getting. But this team found a way to grow closer together through all the adversity. The further into the season that we went, the more confident they became. This group has accomplished so much. They always gave great effort. They showed we over me mentality on numerous occasions throughout, and displayed a 1% warrior mindset through this difficult season. Although we fell a little short of our ultimate goal, I couldn't be more proud of this group. No matter who got hurt, who got quarantined, or who wasn't allowed to play that day or that week for different circumstances, someone was always ready to step up and deliver. Whether it was a drive to eat up the 9 minutes against Gaffney to seal the victory, or a drive in the 4th quarter of the Upper State Championship where we converted 3 4th downs to take the lead, this team believed and did whatever it took to succeed. Not to mention 2 4th down stops in the playoffs, one in the first round and one in the Upper State Championship, to seal victories. It was a pleasure and an honor to coach these guys, and this season I will not soon forget. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this year. And before we move on and start the ceremony, I'd like to thank some of our sponsors who made this season a success for us. O'Charlie's, Chick-fil-A, Jason and Angie McCauley, Haley Ramsey, New Spring Church, Matt Bailey and the FCA, Ingalls on Main Street, Mama Pins, Wendy's on Highway 81, and Bojangles on Highway 81. And I would also like to recognize Mr. White, who helps us stream every week, and he's helping us put this on now so that everybody can see and hear in our special venue. David Robinson, who's here today, who followed us all year, created hype tapes and did a great job for us in celebrating this season. And Kendall Petway, who made the senior highlight video that we'll watch at the end of the ceremony. I'd like to thank these. Please give these businesses and these people a round of applause. Thank you so much for your help. Now to start off, I'd like to start by introducing our coaching staff. These young men are very special to me. Well, some are young, some are younger than others. But they're very special to me, and they're a reason that we've had the success that we've had. I couldn't do my job without the support of these guys behind me. And I want to thank them and thank you guys for allowing these men to be a part of your family and build a relationship with your son. When I call your name, please stand up so that they can recognize you. Coach Ryan Thomas, quarterbacks. Coach Kevin Patterson, defensive coordinator, Ponies free safety. Coach Darian Harrison, running backs. Coach Eric Bonna, defensive line. Coach Walter Parks, defensive line. Coach Matt Brophy, kickers and punters. Coach Eddie Scott, defensive line. Coach Ike Allred, receivers. Coach Austin Garrett, offensive line. Coach Eric Miller, linebackers. Coach Derek Hamby, running backs and freshman head coach. Coach Dylan Taylor, ponies and free safeties. Coach Garrett Hosteller coaches linebackers, but he's quarantined at home, so he was unable to attend. Coach James Copeland, receivers. Coach David McWaters, quarterbacks. Coach Drake McCauley, offensive coordinator and running backs. I'll hold that joke. Coach Steve Brooks, corners. Coach Josh Knight, ponies. Coach Wes Padgett, corners. Coach Jimmy Quinn, guards and centers. Coach David Powell, tackles and tight ends. Our head athletic trainer, Jeremy Vendette. I don't think she's here, but our assistant athletic trainer, Shannon Hamilton. And then our head strength coach, Coach Daniel the Rock Rock. I'd also like to recognize our middle school head coaches. Jimmy Butchery coaches at Glenview Middle School. And then Chris Donovan coached at McCants Middle School. He's the head coach at McCants this year. I'd also like to take this time to recognize the families behind these guys. You know, my family's quarantined because of my issue the last couple of weeks, and some of the families that are here aren't able to be here, but without the support of our wives and our kids, none of this would be possible. It takes a special woman to loan their husband out for about 6 months to 8:30 at night every night in order for us to be a part of y'all's family. And I would just like to take the opportunity, and I want you guys to recognize the sacrifice that they make with a round of applause to our coaches' wives as well. Now, I would like to recognize a special group. I always am stressed out about the day. This is the most stressful non-football day a head coach faces, because I'm either going to mispronounce a name or forget and leave somebody off. So I apologize in advance. It is not intentional, I promise. But I'd like to recognize this group next that has really done a great job since we've been here for 4 years. And it's our Mother's Huddle. And our Mother's Huddle is basically a team mom. And they fill in the gap in all kinds of situations. They feed us, they decorate the locker room, they give the players goodies, they support us in all kinds of ways. And we would like to take a moment to recognize them. When I call you down, if you're here, please come down and get a small token of our appreciation of all the help and work that you've done. And then we will celebrate y'all all at once. If you'll get your rose and your shirt, line up, and then we'll all applaud for you at the very end, okay? For the Mother's Huddle, this is no particular order, but Miss Watley, she took over this year from Miss Petway and did a fabulous job. She organized it for the varsity, and come on down. Carla Grooms. And again, if you're not here, I mean, if you're here, come on down. If not, I'm just going to keep going through the list, and we'll celebrate at the end. Stacy Billingsley, Mindy Burton, Amy Madison, Kelly Mulliken, Tanya Brock, Alicia Green, Jennifer Winter, Julie Roberts, Tanya Hudson, Dana Jackson, Angie McCauley, Julie Brown, Tara Thomas, Misty Fretwell, Leah Kennedy, Stephanie McLeese, Robin George, Karen Brown, Jenny Curtis, and Shakina Truesdale. Ladies, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of our entire football team, thank you so much for what y'all do for us. And if any of you want to be a part of it, y'all make sure y'all see Miss Watley when we get done, because we like all the help we can get. Give these ladies a round of applause. Thank you so much. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Coach Hamby, and he's going to go over the C-Team Awards and how the C-Team went this year.
If I could have all ninth grade football players in attendance come down to the track. Line up alphabetically for me, please. You've had enough practice in the weight room.
A's here. A's here. Guys, keep going down there. No, hey, keep going that way. Keep going that way. A's right here. A's right here. Come on down here. Right here. Who's first? Who's first? Jalen. All right, Jalen Bowles will be first. Jalen Bowles will be first. What you doing?
All right, first off, I'd like to thank the ninth grade coaching staff. You hear on emails and sports you from me, but they're the ones that make it go. We have the best ninth grade staff in the state. It's what allowed us to have the success that we had this year. I want to echo what Coach Tone said. I want to thank the parents and the families for trusting us with your child this year. I know it was a different year. I know it required a different level of patience, but I think it paid off. And I'll talk a little bit about the season at the end, but without further ado, I want to recognize these individual players.
Kicker.
kicker, punter, Walker, Rowe. Tight end, defensive lineman, Andrew Butcher. Linebacker, fullback, McCain Cantrell. Linebacker, tight end, Tristan Carroll. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, JJ Chapter. Cornerback, Tegan Cole. Tight end, linebacker, Jake Curtis. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Ty Davis. Linebacker, running back, Josh Donald. Tony, running back, Wills Epps. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Isaac Ford. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, King Freeman. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Eli George. Linebacker, tight end, Kylon Groves. Quarterback, free safety, Jalen Harrison. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Isaiah Hill. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Joey Johnson. Wide receiver, free safety, JoJo King. Running back, defensive back, Landon Loftus. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Grayson Moses. Fullback, linebacker, Julius Norris. Wide receiver, free safety, Jacob Pickerel. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Zach Ramsey. Fullback, defensive lineman, Russell Reed. Running back, cornerback, Sean Robinson. Wide receiver, cornerback, Jackson Scofield. Fullback, linebacker, Brennan Spear. Wide receiver, defensive back, Kamari Weeder. Wide receiver, Tony Grayson White. Wide receiver, Tony Brennan Williams. Wide receiver, defensive back, Keon Williams. Tight end, defensive line, Brent Sarcone. This was a special group. Our motto during the quarantine was to take advantage of the time that others waste to put us ahead. And we had definitely the most challenging ninth grade schedule in the state. And they passed almost every challenge that we put in front of them. They have a very bright future. Our motto this year was chase the day. And we use this mindset with them to embrace waking up every day seeking to improve, seeking to get better in everything that you do. And my last challenge to them is that doesn't end with this season. It doesn't end when your playing time is over here. You're always going to have room to improve. As long as you're breathing, what you pursue to improve at will change, but the ability to improve will always be there. So we challenge them to be leaders, to take our culture into the hallways, and we'll continue to challenge them to do that. But they have a very bright future. I love celebrating in the locker room with them, and I look to many more. Thank you, guys.
While they're having a seat, I failed to mention that I got a lot of texts and a lot of emails about quarantine and things of that nature. So a lot of the players were not able to be here because either they were quarantined or we've never had one on a Sunday before. So it's a change in time and all that. So at this time, we'd like to call basically our JV. This year was sophomores, but this is our sophomore class, so it's not necessarily the JV team. But our sophomore class, Coach Patterson, is going to introduce those, all sophomores, if you'll come down at this time and line up in alphabetical order.
Line of alphabetical order. Good afternoon. Down here now we have our 10th grade football player. These guys started out a little rough. Had some challenges with COVID. These guys generally have a little help with our 11th grader. But the JV this year consists of 10th graders only. I think these guys are the epitome of the 1% warrior mentality. These guys started with a couple of losses, but they finished the season strong. They worked together, they got better week after week, and it showed on the field, and it showed in the preparation of helping our varsity. So extremely proud of these guys. They have a lot of talent, and we're looking for big things from a leadership standpoint. Without further ado, starting out, we got Trevor Brown. Terry Brown. Nolan Corbett. Tyler Etherton. Quarterback debut, Kenny Fretwell. Quarterback, Trey Moore. Offensive lineman, defensively, Cameron Hunkin. Offensive lineman, defensively, Elmo Lockhart. Linebacker, Timothy Maslow. Stevenson. Knox Sumner. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Cole Thomas. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, Zach Thomas. Quarterback, running back, Trayvon West. Last but not least, linebacker, William Zion. Great season, guys. Let's give these guys one more round of applause.
You guys may be seated. Give them one more round of applause. If the junior class could go ahead and make their way down, alphabetical order. Coach, I'll turn it over to Coach Bonner.
All right. Well, I have the joy of calling out the junior class for respecting things in this group, especially as they go forward next year and lead our team as seniors. First, we have Carson Batchelor. Alonzo Brown. Charles Burton. Malachi Butler. Tracy Cheatham. James Cheek. Fletcher Cawthon. Charles Couch. Bryson Cox. Joshua Finan. Cam Johnson. Nicholas Lockhart. Khalil Martin. Brody Madison. Logan McConnell. Tajay Miller. Ty Moorhead. Brill Morrison. Jordan Mulligan. Jack Murphy. Chap Pendergrass. Briggs Powell. Miles Ramey. Mitchell Ramsey. Eli Reed Leverett. Colin Sanders. Tyler Scanlon. Dakota Smith. Walt Smith. Malachi Stevenson. Garrett Strickland. Wes Stringer. Jalen Thompson. Kyle Tran. Knox Witten. NJ Williams. Brody Winter. Yeah, this next year's senior class, we're expecting big things from them.
Congratulations, guys. You may be seated. Give them another round of applause. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy Vendette. He's going to present our athletic trainers, ball boys, and filmers their awards. I know the two ball boys aren't here, but if the trainers or filmers, if y'all go ahead and make your way down so Jeremy can introduce you.
Hey, just come over here. These young ladies here, along with some of our ball boys, Cameron and Isaac, that are home right now, do a lot behind the scenes as far as helping with water, making sure the films are right, all that stuff, and we just have a token appreciation for them. Christina Hackett. Megan
Thank y'all so much for what y'all did for us this year, filming, practice, water, things of that nature. It was a big help for us. The next group I'd like to call out is a special group. We don't do a whole lot of individual awards here, and these awards were voted on by the coaches in our region and the newspaper reporters around the state. When I call your name down, I'm going to introduce the all-region team and also the all-state team, the guys that were fortunate enough to be nominated and voted on. The 2020 all-region team, when I call your name down, come get your plaque and stand in front of Jeremy, and we'll celebrate all of you at one time. Jay Billingsley. Jahari Cowser, Charles Couch, Fletcher Cothran, J.J. Hudson, Chat Pendergrass, Walt Smith, and Ryan Wynn. This was your all-region team. Adam Roberts, if you'll make your way down. Of this group here, there were 3 that were nominated and voted on all-state by the sports writers in the state. They are Jay Billingsley, Adam Roberts, and Ryan Wynn. Ryan was also chosen in the Shrine Bowl to represent T.O. Hanna in the Shrine Bowl. Even though they didn't have one, he was picked to be a part of that team. Please give this group a round of applause. You guys may be seated. Now I'd like to introduce Coach McCauley. He is going to introduce our academic award winners. It's easy for me to say.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to thank you for being here. We don't give out a lot of individual awards, so I have the honor to give out the academic award, which is the kid in each class who had the highest GPA. Coach Tom probably picked me to do this because I'm the smartest coach on the coaching staff. Most humble as well. We'll go ahead. 12th grade winner is going to be Ethan Brock, if you'll come on down. 11th grade winner is Walt Smith. 10th grade winner, Colton McLeese. And 9th grade winner, Tegan Cole. Great job, men. If you guys will give them another round of applause. And you guys can go ahead and be seated.
Great job, Coach McCauley. One of the other individual awards we give out, we don't give out very many, is our special teams. And our special teams, we take a lot of pride in that. And as you can see, we had 2 really good kickers and punters on all region and all state team. And there's a reason for that. We put a big emphasis in it. Coach Brophy does a good job coaching and working with them. And Coach Hosteller keeps a point system together, a Gamebreaker point system for our special teams. Well, Coach Hosteller's not here. He usually presents the awards, but Coach Harrison is going to fill in his spot today and do the special teams awards for this year. Coach Harrison?
The Ironman Award is given to the player who had the most special teams reps this season. With 156 total reps, Fletcher Coffin, come on down, receives this year's Ironman Award. The next award is the Headhunter Award. Now, the Headhunter Award goes to the individual with the most special teams tackles throughout the season, which says a lot because our kicking game is so good, and our kickers usually either put the ball in the end zone for touchbacks off kickoffs, or they do such a great job in the punt game that people don't really get a chance to return the ball on us. Nevertheless, the Headhunter Award this year goes to Emil Sullivan. The final Special Teams Award is the Gamebreaker Award. Now, this award goes to the individual who receives the most special teams production points throughout the season. Now, production points can come from a number of different things, tackles, scores, all types of things. Nevertheless, this year, the Gamebreaker Award, for the third year in a row, by the way, goes to James Billingsley, Jay Billingsley. Can we have one more round of applause for the Special Teams Award winners? Go ahead, have a seat,
At this time, I want to ask Coach Rock to come up and talk about our weight room program. You know, this year was a little different. We didn't do our jacket test in season like we normally do, but I do want Coach Rock to talk about the importance of our weight room and what we do as far as that goes, because it's a big part of what we do. Coach Rock.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to share a few things about our in-season. This year we didn't give an award for our jacket test that we usually do because we didn't have a chance to jacket test. So this year I'm not going to be able to give awards for that, but as Coach Tone was sharing, this microphone coming back in my ear is messing me up. I don't know if it would do y'all the same way, but it's messing me up. I usually don't need a microphone. So anyways, our off-season has gotten off to a great start. This year we've implemented a new timing system that I think has been really good so far. We're able to record our guys, rank them, and publish it. I think that's going to be really good as far as us getting faster in this off season. They've done a great job. I was on quarantine for 2 weeks and I missed a couple of weeks of training with them. But I came back Thursday of this past week, and they have been really just getting after it and working really hard. And I'm excited about this upcoming off season as we've already started it. They're still getting greeked up in there, and I'm excited about what these guys in 2021 are going to do. So thank you guys very much, and look forward to a great 2021 season.
If the senior class will come on down and line up. Try not to cry. While they're coming down, I forgot to mention when we had the individual awards for the all region, JJ got 2 plaques because he was also the Offensive Player of the Year, voted on by the region coaches, and I forgot to mention that. So you give him a round of applause for that. It was a slip up on my part. This is always hard for me. I write a little something down about each young man that's special to me, and so this is usually a little difficult for me to do, but I'm gonna try and keep it together because this group is special to me. The first senior is Jay Billingsley. Jay's a 3-year starter and got tremendous work ethic, and he's the king of surprise onside kicks. 3 for 3 this year. Did a great job for us. I'm truly going to miss him. Ethan Brock. Ethan Brock is a true 1% warrior. I never heard him complain in 4 years. Always came to work, gave us a good look, and anything we asked him to do, he was always there. Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown is a definition of a we over me player. Came to work, gave us a great look throughout the week, and always had a good attitude. DJ Brownlee. I'm going to miss that smile. DJ Brownlee had an infectious attitude, and he was a great leader for us this season. Tanner Burton. Tanner Burton always made me laugh. TV, he'd come in, he never had a bad day, and always made me, no matter what I was stressed out about, always made me smile and laugh. Trajan Carroll. Trajan Carroll did a great job at fullback for us this year. Came to work every day and was a definition of a 1% warrior. Good luck in wrestling as well. He's a two-sport star. Nick Carson, 2-year starter at free safety, quarterback of the defense, and again, he's a 2-sport star as well as he runs track. Jalen Clark. Jalen Clark moved in from Greenville this year and played with us this season. Had a great year. Worked his way into the starting lineup and unfortunately got hurt and kind of missed the playoff run right there at the end, but did a great job for us this season. Jalen Clayton. Jalen Clayton, to me, has tremendous growth from his sophomore to senior year. Completely different person, great to be around, and he's a Tennessee Titans fan, which is great for me and him get to talk about the Tennessee Titans a lot. Dennis Daughtry. Dennis Daughtry moved from New Jersey his senior year, which is always a difficult thing. Came to work every day, was great for us on special teams, and really worked us at practice. Rodriguez Gaines. I'm going to say a little bit of something a little personal about Drake. To me, Drake has had the most growth in 4 years of any individual out here. From his freshman year to his senior year, the amount of maturity and just growth that he's had has been tremendous. Great kid to be around, and I'm going to miss him. Jag Grooms. Jag Grooms is a we over me guy, came to work every day, always had a smile on his face, and worked hard for us. Caleb Guard. Caleb Guard had a tremendous year for us this year at tackle. Grew up, he's a big boy, and he's going to have an opportunity, I think, to continue his playing days. He's just working on that right now, but he had a great year for us. I'm going to mention this, Noah Hamby. There's several other ones. Noah Hamby is quarantined and wasn't able to be here today. He worked really hard for us and found ways to contribute on the field for us on special teams, at quarterback, and free safety. JJ Hudson. JJ's a 3-year starter. Led us not only with his words but his actions. Truly going to miss him and his leadership and his work ethic on the practice field and the game field. I know he's going to do big things for us. Brandon Hunter. Brandon Hunter did whatever we asked him. Whatever we asked, if it was blocking, if it was running down on special teams and tackling. He had 3 tackles, I think it was against Gaffney on kickoff. 3 tackles in a row. He did a great job. Khalil Madison. You can't see it now because he's got his mask on, but he's always got a smile on his face. He always had a positive attitude and came to work every day. Billy Ray Moss. I wrote this one down. This is a little personal for me, but he had an extremely frustrating year for me and him. He battled injuries all year long. My heart broke for him because he couldn't put in the work like he wanted to, and I know he wanted to be on that field. His foot kept bothering him and bothering him. And we're going to miss Billy Ray and the leadership that he gave us this year. Again, my heart truly breaks for how his senior year ended up because of his injuries. Adam Roberts. Adam Roberts worked his butt off for us this year. All-state punter, did a great job. We didn't have to punt a whole lot, you know, but anytime we asked him to punt, he went out there and did a great job for us. Pinned them deep, didn't have hardly any returns, and did a great job. Trey Simpson-Walker. Trey always, he's another one that would brighten my day with a smile on his face all the time, extremely positive attitude, and always lifted up our spirits. AJ Sloane, this is another one, battled during the off-season to start on the offensive line, and then got hurt at Woodmont and battled injuries all year long, but kept working and working, even though he had to battle through that ankle injury all year. Mel Sullivan. Mel is probably, it would be debated, probably the fastest player on our team. Mel did a great job for us on special teams. Mel had 2 serious leg injuries during his 4-year career here that he had to overcome, and worked really hard to get on the field, and a 2-year starter for us. Nolan Waters. Nolan Waters came to work every day, was valuable to us on special teams and at the pony position for us. He did a good job for us, working every day in practice, leading with us in that 1% warrior mindset. Sims Watley. Sims Watley worked very hard at his craft. He was the long snapper for us for the last 2 years. Worked extremely hard. In fact, worked his way into a scholarship, and he's going to continue playing at the next level. And he's just a great joy to be around and hard worker. And Jaheim Witcher. Jaheim Witcher worked extremely hard to earn that spot this year. Played some linebacker, played some pony, got on the hash, and played some safety look for us as well. Worked extremely hard, and he's a 2-sport star as well, as he's on the basketball team right now making a run. Ryan Wynn. Ryan Wynn helped us out so much this year. He had a great year, got hurt the last game of the regular season, and wasn't able to help us through that playoff push on the field, but his leadership and encouragement off the field and on the sidelines was extremely valuable in this run. Give it up one more time for the senior class. Guys, you will have a special place in my heart for sure. You guys may be seated. I'm going to rattle off some stats for this group while they find their way back to their seat. You know, as we wrap this down, I just wanted to rattle off some of their accomplishments. This class was the first class to be introduced to a new program 4 years ago when we installed the wing tee and the 3-3 stack under Coach Herron and the new staff. They bought in and did everything that they were taught and asked to do. Their 4-year record, even though this was an abbreviated season, is 40-6. They have 4 city championships, 3 region championships, 2 upper state championships, and 2 state title appearances. This has to be the most decorated group of seniors to come through TL Hanna. They went on the road and beat Gaffney, which was Gaffney's only 2nd home playoff loss in 40 years. They went to District 3 Stadium and defeated Northwestern, and when nobody gave them a shot at the beginning of the season, they came out of the upper state and played for the state championship for the 2nd time in their high school career. This senior class showed a lot of leadership and resiliency throughout. They are without a doubt the biggest bright spot of 2020 for me. Please give it up one more time for the seniors in 2021. Now before I close, I want to direct my attention to the class of 2022. It's up to you now to carry the leadership and legacy of TL Hanna. The expectations don't get smaller, they only get larger. But you can't expect it to happen by showing up. You got to earn it. Just look at what happened to LSU this season after their national championship appearance. You can't just show up and expect things to happen. The class of 2022 has to come together and lead. We will close the gap, but it's up to you to bring that 1% warrior mentality every day. Parents, I will be emailing you the dates to remember again so that you can have another copy. And as soon as the South Carolina High School League gives us information on spring practice, whether we can have an open season or whatnot, I'll be getting you that information as well. All parents need to be receiving emails from me as I send them out every week. If you're not receiving those emails, please see me afterwards so that I can get your email address and we can be on the same page. Also, parents, you need to be signed up for the Sports U app. If you're not getting a Sports U notification, you need to come see me after we get done so that we can get you signed up and get those notifications as they come out. Now, before we go, please direct your attention to the video board as we send the seniors out one last time. And then after this is over, you are free to leave, come down, take pictures, but the ceremony is over once this video is concluded. Thank you so much for coming out here and celebrating the 2020 season.
Honey,